All right, everybody. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome back to Vesta Angels Tarot. This is going to be a reading for January the 29th, 2025. I hope everybody is well. Okay, so today is going to be your new moon reading, and it's going to be the new moon, which is tonight. I guess yesterday and tonight, depending on where you're at in the world. But it is a new moon, and it's going to be in Capricorn. Now, if you're doing Western or tropical, it may be saying in Aquarius or Pisces, I'm not sure. But I do Vedic or Sidereal on my channel, so for my channel, it will be in Capricorn, which is 10th house, okay? Also, Vedic Sidereal for my channel, the sun is, or solar return or birthday time, is also Capricorn, not Aquarius. And again, this is for Vedic Sidereal, not Western or tropical. I believe still for Western or tropical, it's Aquarius season. It is like a 2 week difference between, yeah, it's about a 2 week difference in the time between tropical, Western, and Vedic Sidereal. So if you did want to know, in Vedic, Aquarius season will be February the 15th through March the 15th. And then it will move into Pisces from there, okay? And again, I'm not trying to change whatever you believe. You know, if you want to stick with whatever astrology you grew up on or what NASA told you, where everything is located, that's on you. Okay. Okay. So this is why you do see the cards here. You got the sun, you got Capricorn. I found the moon card, and I just threw in this void of course, which is another type of moon card. Um, or I could be using it as another moon card. But this is what I chose to use. Now, I still need to get those moon cards. I am going to get those this year. I've been meaning to get them over the past 5 years, and I've never gotten them. And they specifically are moon cards. They'll have like new moon, lunar moon, total, eclipse and all that stuff. Y'all have seen them on previous other people's channels. And I could have had used those for today's reading, but I don't have them. Okay, so we're just gonna go with what we got. And I just have been feeling very lethargic lately. Ever since I got over that whatever I had about 2 weeks ago, well, almost about 2 weeks ago, I have not gotten my full strength back. So I have just been still feeling very lethargic. Now, it also can be because the sun and Mercury, um, and what else is in my first house? I know Mercury and the sun is. That's part of the reason why I'm drained right now. Oh, the moon. Mm, exactly what we're talking about right now. So, I'm just feeling very lethargic. So, I really don't feel like doing the reading, but um, I'm going to go ahead and get through with it. Now, I did also put out some references of some past videos that I did in my community tab. Um, and I did these readings way back in 2020 and 2021, around this same time in those 2 different years. So make sure you check my community tab, listen to it. They should also be really explaining or giving you more information in detail to still what's going on in your life right now, and possibly could still give you some information. Okay. Remember, older videos will still resonate, just like I said it yesterday, even though they're 4, 5, 6 years ago. Okay. You can always go up under my live or go up under videos and choose one, around the same time period of date. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking I want to use these first because I usually use these as clarifiers. And also, I forgot, happy Chinese New Year. Mm-hmm. That started, I believe, yesterday or today. And again, 2025, we are in the year of the snake or the wood snake. Um, so one day we ought to do a Chinese zodiac reading just to do something different. All right, we got inspiration and friends. Not surprised to see that. What is this? Interference in reverse, third party in reverse. Now, remember that the new moon is going to be for the next 30 days. That's why I put it in the title. Until the next new moon cycle. Okay? It's not just today's reading or what's going on for today. This reading is to give you inspiration, like the card is coming out, and like information or an assistance or a helpful guide of information to you of fluctuations, um, fluctuations and decreases that may be affecting you, um, or helping to influence you, okay, for the next 30 days because of the new moon cycle in 10th house of Capricorn. Okay, remember that the moon wax and wanes, right? And each new moon or full moon is every 30 days. So this reading is a 30-day reading. Okay, so today is the 29th. February is 28 days. That's how they made it. Okay, so this will be a reading for you to reference back. Okay, up until February 28th when the next new moon cycle happens. Okay. I think a lot of times people forget that when some of our readers put out like moon readings. It's not just a 24-hour thing, okay? It's till the next moon cycle that will bring in the next type of change. Yes? Okay. Remember also, moon is not only your feelings and emotions, it also can be secrets. The moon also is a reference to your mother, or if you are a mother, um, because we initially get our nurturing and our caring instilled into us through motherhood. And motherhood starts from the mom first, and then some of us, become mothers ourselves, right? This also to you masculines that may be watching, the moon can be referencing your relationship with your mom, okay? And I tend to try to remind people how your love relationships are right now is based on the relationship with your mother, whether she is still here or not. However, that relationship was in your life is how your love relationship's going to be as an adult, because that's where it is first learned. That is where it is first initiated and instilled. Now, I know everybody did not have a great relationship with their mom. And like I say, because also of the moon is that can be some of your deep, darker, hidden secrets within inside of you that you may not necessarily share with loved ones, your spouse, or somebody you're in a relationship with, because it's hard to bring it up to the surface to heal. Okay, with that type of relationship you had with the mom, especially if it was, very unkindred, very chaotic, hurtful, painful, abusive, argumentative, things like that, right? So adults sometimes forget that they bury a lot of things so deep down within inside about their parents, and they don't notice that it has an effect on the people that they try and love as an adult. Okay, so 9 times or 10 times out of 10, really, when you get married or you're in a relationship or even become a baby daddy or a baby mama as co-parenting, um, that person is really only learning you as a surface person, as a mask. Because if you don't really share your deeper, darker secrets about the issues with your mom and how that relationship was, and explain to that other co-parent or your spouse or somebody that you're dating very seriously, okay, on how you didn't or don't know what real nurturing and caring and stuff like that. Because when you do run into those type of people and they're trying to exhibit or give you that type of nurturing and caring, you block it. You don't work well with it. You abuse it. You disregard it. You don't know how to reciprocate it. You don't know how even to receive it. Okay? Yes? And this is where the getting back to whole and the inner growth, or having, like it just came out, working on inner growth when it comes to romance and feelings. Okay? Now, this may not necessarily be you, but it can have been somebody in your past as a relationship. And I don't know if it dawned on you that this is what that was. Now, the moon also is a reflection of your money, okay? Your line of credit, uh, whether it's through plastic or dollar bill, yen, whatever, okay? But the moon is also your money, okay? So we'll get into that. Finances may come out. Fears, afraid. Now, at the bottom is grass is greener possibilities. Now, remember, like I said, 10th house of Capricorn is our work sector house. It is like a business house, right? Our jobs, our work, our dedication, working on that particular growth in that sector. So, for some of you, this can be about employment and or business, but it's also a new cycle that you will be having to look at closer, the moon, okay, and hoping that you're understanding that this cycle needs to happen within you for inner growth, okay. Some people fear it because growth is change, especially when it comes to changes about romance. um Because, some people like to continue to date the same way. Have you ever noticed that? No matter who they're in a relationship with or who they meet, a lot of times they like to date the same type of way. They act the same way. They, don't compromise, or they're compromised the same way. They don't like to negotiate or to bend. They like to only be one certain type of way, my way or the highway. And different people that you meet for relationships, you can't be the same one or the same person with everybody that you get in a relationship with, because each one of those people are different. But you always tend to see a lot of people stay the same way when they tend to date. And this can be a reflection with inside of you, or if this is a reading really for any and everybody, including the person that you may be thinking about. That may be who I'm talking about. And they don't realize why they keep having relationships to falter or to end. It's because they keep trying to date or be the same surface type of person to everybody that they meet or finally get involved with, hoping that it's going to work out, but it's not. If you're going to be a person who is a cheater in this relationship, that relationship, and five more down the line within a 5 or 10 year or 20-year period in your life, and every relationship you had, you're a cheater, then how you expect for something to stay or stick together, you know? Because the person that you're dating or end up marrying, that person you end up dating or marrying, you are or they are getting involved with a surface level person. You don't even know that person deep down inside. Okay, the moon. Because a lot of times people don't share their experience of their childhood, or if they do, they'll leave out the aspects of the relationship with their mom. Now, if they have a great relationship or had a great relationship with their mother, they'll tell you off the bat. They will tell you straight up front. And those are the type of people that make great partners, because they don't hold back to say how much of a nurturing and caring and loving and expressive and listening type of mother bond relationship that they had. Okay, they can't wait to brag on their mother, even if they're a mama's boy or a daddy's girl. hmm Okay. Inspiration, friends, influences, third party interference in reverse, romance or romantic feelings in the upright, whole inner growth in the upright, and fears, being afraid in the upright. Okay, grass is greener at the bottom of the deck over there. Some of you may find a lot of inspiration, or you know, you're not going to find a lot of inspiration if you're listening to bad type of low vibrational music. Okay, you're not. That's going to be the wrong type of information um, that you need for healing. If you're listening to Go Sexy, that's not gonna hype you up, but for low vibrational energy. I'm just gonna be real with you. Okay. So when you're looking to calm yourself or to put yourself more in a zen, relaxing, a more calming type of inspiration, or a sense of calmness or even happiness, listen to something a lot more classical, a lot more instrumental instrumental type of music. Very old school music. Also listen to orchestra. Treat your mind and your spirit and your body with something different than the same old type of music that is playing right now, because we already know that they changed the frequency of the music. They have changed the notes, they have changed the bass, the treble, the 808s, they have changed all of that. Okay? So tend to sway yourself toward C, E, type of A notes in music. If you don't know what those are, you can always Google it. But we're talking more of what? Beethoven, Bach, you know, elevator type of music, cafe type of music that they play, jazz, even cuz you don't want to turn on some blues, right? Thinking that that's going to make you happy, because of the words that are coming into your system is going to make you feel even downer. So, choosing the right music and notes to help to change your frequency and vibration A lot of you with the sun in Capricorn right now is going to continue to get more inspiration, especially when it comes to business or business ideas, um, and feeling inspired to maybe change your job or career. Some of you may get advice or get some type of influence from a friend of the family or a friend from your community or neighborhood, somebody you grew up with, hoping that this is going to be a good or better influence and not a bad one. Okay. If you do get some type of information or networking from a friend or advice, how are you going to utilize it? Utilize it for the best of your ability. If you know that if somebody is giving you bad advice, if somebody is trying to, you know, point you in the wrong direction. Okay. But the best inspiration is from oneself and from within. Yes? What is this? This is rest and reconsider. I think that this is the Nine of Swords. All in your mind or coming out of your mind from reconsidering, rethinking, reevaluating, taking a break. And after you come out of taking a certain type of rest or break or separation from yourself, from your group of friends, from people, co-workers, somebody you were dating, a ex, maybe you separated or you ghosted them, they ghosted you, whatever it is, you're finding more of your own inspiration to move forward in your own sense of happiness. Okay. um Releasing yourself from either knowing or not knowing the type of interference that whoever these other people or a certain person was causing or steady giving interference within trying to become friends with this person or take it from friends to the next level. And I really feel that, again, this person didn't do it. I feel that you were really trying to express yourself. You then had to probably evaluate your own feelings and emotions because this person was not utilizing, okay? Um, they were not just utilizing and taking care of your feelings and emotions. Some of you or somebody here is also going to cut off a certain friend or a group of people that has caused interference in some type of way. Somebody here had a third party situation going on, and it was some type of romantic. So if it wasn't you, it was somebody in your life. Now, you could have just been friends to a certain person in your life, and their boyfriend or girlfriend felt that you were an interference in their relationship. Maybe because the type of inspirational advice and you were looking out for your friend that you were giving to this person about the person that they were living with, married to, or dating. Okay. Again, because maybe that person was a mask person. They were a surface level type of person. And you was like, hey, friend, you know, I'm not really trying to interfere, but I want to keep giving you hope and inspiration. I have to be the one to listen to what you say, and I have to re-inspire you, but your mate is supposed to be doing that. You get what I'm saying? So let's keep going. And again, this can be not right now. This is going to be up until the next 30 days. Now, some of you also can be or about to get very much inspired, feeling a lot more happy because you're about to make new friends. Okay? The solar plexus, which is your wisdom and your power in reverse. So that's what you're going to be restoring over the next 30 days, because we really need to rock with our solar plexus every day. That's how we conquer the world. Okay, that's how we get things done. 10th house of Capricorn. That is how we move ourselves forward with the wisdom, with our own sense of power, and with our own happiness within, inspiration, creativity, imagination, happiness, like I said, and especially listening to our own wisdom within, so that we don't keep repeating same cycles again. Again, this is a new cycle, not a repeated cycle that you're about to it. I don't know why I was going to say about to attempt to do, but this is what you're going to be working on. Okay, everybody. What is this? The waiting game in reverse. The hourglass is up. The time is up. Okay, a new moon. So the time is up from the last 30 days, and this is going to be the new moon about to reset the hourglass. 8 of Cups. Emotionally tired, drained. Don't necessarily have to be about an ex or a relationship, because a lot of people are single and have been single for a while, but it is some things in life that are just lackluster, whether it's creative blocks, just not feeling very inspired to do nothing or to take action, um, not really exuding your power, listening or following your own wisdom that you have, and it could have came from, you may not have been totally exhausted at the time, but for some of you, if this was a relationship or somebody you were dating and things didn't go out, all of that energy and that effort, the sun, okay, the sun is your power within, right? Um, it finally caught up to you as the feeling within of emotionally drained and tired. You know how let's say you're doing a cyclothon, or what you call those things, like a bike marathon, and you're just biking and cycling, and you're cycling and try out the lawn or something like that, right? You don't feel how much exhausted and you tired as you actually are, because you're trying to win the race. But soon as that race is over and you get down off of that bike, your legs are aching, they're burning, they're feeling very strained, especially the next day after some type of basketball game or football game that you played, tennis game. You're giving your all during that time that you're trying to win, right? But after it's over, and those next couple of days or even the following week, all of that feeling and emotion catches up to you. And this is why the hourglass is also right here in reverse, saying, hey, it's finally catching up with you. Okay? And you didn't really realize on how much you were trying, how much you were investing, how much you were allowing of your feelings and emotions to just be a, a solid fence or a rock for this other person, to allow other people to interfere, to have you in third party situations, to abuse your feelings and emotions by not acknowledging them, or whatever the case may have been. And finally, after you decide to leave it alone, stop waiting, you took a break because you ghosted them, you broke up, or they ghosted you. And so somebody here implemented a sense of silence and separation. Then you really started contemplating and reconsidering moving forward in this situation. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, the worst thing a person can do to me that's trying to date me is give me too much time to think. And I'm for real. Once you keep giving me too much time to think, oh, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Because once I start reconsidering and recontemplating and reevaluating and reevaluating my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions, my heart, my wisdom, my power, and depending on how that person has been acting in the dating process, oh, you done messed up now because you don't gave me too much time to evaluate my feelings and emotions. And now that I have evaluated them, I'm not interested as much as I thought I was. You get what I'm saying? And so by me determining that, that is now me taking back my power. Because every time that you say yes to something, you are relinquishing some of your power. And it will emotionally make you tired, devastated, and or exhausted. The death card. Bottom of the deck is, yeah, there go the five, the obstacle and the challenges. This is like the Five of Pentacles. It's kind of like something or somebody in your life is like, hey, the bridge is broke, but I need you to figure out on how to get on over on this side where I'm at. We can't fix the middle. So it's kind of like, do you risk your life to try and jump over here to appease or to meet this person or to make this work, right? Or do you understand that this is an obstacle and a challenge and realizing that is this something that you really want to take on and to do? The fear, the afraid. Now, again, that can be the person that is going through these fears and feeling afraid because they don't have you as a backbone anymore. Okay? Especially if you were the only person or one of the few people in their life that really gave a darn. And it's very devastating to finally lose a person that really actually care for you. And once you lose that, it really feels very devastating, especially when it could have been avoided if the person was true about their feelings and emotions, what they're afraid of. If you're afraid of relationships, just say that. Then we'll talk it out. You get what I'm saying? But just to keep hiding it and not saying it and deciding to prefer to do third party situations as a sense of avoidance, that's not how you do things. Okay? So I feel that you may be now ready to check and see if the grass is greener on the other side. And if this is the other person, they have already seen now. Eight of Cups to the Scorpio death card, that things were not greener on the other side. But their time is up. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Aquarius. There go that friends and influence. We all know that your circle of friends, right? Friends, influences. Now, some of you also could be talking to a best friend or somebody that's very close to you about what's going on in your life. You know, always seek medical attention if you need to talk to somebody about your feelings and emotions. Don't let things get too far out of hands that you may feel that you can't handle a situation. Freedom, association. For humanity's sakes, your hopes, your wishes, and doing it for the future. This is a house and a planet card. So we look at there. First house and the moon. So, the next 30 days, are you going to accept or defend your feelings and emotions? Continue to let your feelings tell you how to move, to think, what to disregard, what should be an inspiration to you. Um, your feelings and your emotions regarding your wisdom and your power, regarding also the timing of something. Because you do have first house of Aries here, which is something immediately needs to be done. Okay? Now, we're going to turn this immediate action into the next 30 days. What is your reaction going to be? Okay? And you heard me keep talking about the nurturing of. I kept saying the nurturing, the caring, you know, all of that comes from the moon, but also a regard from Empress energy or the mother. This also can be, some of you may be able to or reconsidering to reconcile your relationship with your mom. Some of you have been thinking about it, and you've been having or getting more inspiration every day. Um, some of you, unfortunately, you may be ending a relationship with your mom. This also can be the loss of a mother, where some of you are just, mm, some of you were very close with your moms, like, like friends, right? And if she is no longer here, you would really rely on her for that conversation, that nurturing, that caring, that inspiration. And you did not or would not let anybody interfere with your relationship with your mom, right? But maybe some of you did allow a person, marriage, or relationship, or somebody you were dating to interfere with that. And now a relationship with your mom has decreased. Some of you will reevaluate this on a lot more inner growth that you will have. And it's not too late, okay, to reconcile that relationship with your mom here. I don't know why you are still having a sense of fear or is afraid, but she wants peace, okay? And I feel it's time for you to also have that sense of peace from within and from your heart or for your heart. It may be an obstacle or you fear that it's going to be hard or some type of obstacle or a hard challenge, but the white dove is here. Okay, you have been transformationing or transitioning, um, getting a lot more inner growth about nurturing, caring, loving, and being able to be more relaxed in showing and actually being that, not only with the relationship with your mom, but somebody that you're dating and or married to. So breathe. Everything is happening exactly as it should be. So don't worry about if things are quiet. Now is the time for this sense of regeneration, like rehealing yourself or building yourself back up, restoring like your power, okay? Restoring or re-enlightening you with your sense of happiness, yeah. Because soon you're going to have movement. Things that were stuck or a sense of stillness is going to have a specific time to move forward. So you don't have to necessarily rush it. Okay? There it goes. Stillness. Don't worry about, you haven't made a move to contact nobody. If they haven't said or contacted you, this reading is the same thing for them. Okay, when it's time for the movement to be initiated, again, reflection. So now it's coming out the Mercury. If you're a Capricorn, you definitely got Mercury with the sun and the moon right now in your first house. But Mercury, what is Mercury? Mercury is, yeah, Mercury is in the 10th house. So when Mercury gets ready to move, I don't know, I need to check, but I don't feel like looking at the papers right now. When Mercury gets ready to check, and I may have, let me look at the paper. I may have already said this. When Mercury gets ready to move, that's going to be the timing of when this should move for you. Okay? Until then, don't sweat it. Don't worry about it. It's meant to be still for a reason. Okay? Especially with Mars, Vedic Sidereal, right now in retrograde in Gemini. Because what's going to happen is if you push it right now, it's going to cause arguments and confusion because of Mars retrograde in Gemini. Now, it will go direct in Gemini. What I said, February the 23rd. But Mercury will be retrograde March the 2nd. So these first 30 days is more for you to have reflection on what you want to do, how you want to go about it, what direction you're trying to take movement in, whether it's toward a job, a new job, taking on or changing your career, 10th house of Capricorn, what really does make you happy. If you have been or about to take this type of separation, rest and recharge, reflection type of mercurial energy, don't let it scare or bother you, okay? Because what's also happening is that this sense of stillness is you evaluating and reflecting on your feelings and emotions. And if you rush that, then when either the 30 days are up or when Mercury does go in retrograde March the 2nd, then you're not going to have all of the information you need from within to pursue when movement starts to take place. Do you understand? Your mind, your body, your heart, your power, your wisdom is trying to tell you something right now. It's giving you time to reflect on anything that you are about to separate, break up from, reflect on anything that you just did break up from, or somebody broke up with you, and understand what obstacles and challenges that you need to release and let go, and what obstacles and challenges that you may need to prepare yourself for the next 30 days and beyond. Again, I don't know why I keep using this word. It's kind of like the pre-game. Okay? Now, I don't know why Mars in third house of Gemini has really been giving me like Mercury energy, like a Mercury retrograde. And my cards that are like Mercury retrogrades are also keep coming out like that. It could just be because it is third house of Gemini. But, and Somebody may also say some wrong things to you that may give more challenges into your feelings and emotions about them or to yourself. So be very careful, like I said, while Mars is in Gemini, okay? Especially retrograde. So until February the 23rd, until February 23rd, you're going to have a sense of stillness, low key. Um, Somebody may say, well, darn, I haven't seen you in almost a month. Or I haven't talked to you in almost a month or two, you know? And again, what did I just say? Are you going to defend or accept your emotions? Nine of Wands. Never defend on how you truly feel. Never defend or make excuses on how you feel. Say it straight out. Say it the truth. If it hurts or wounds the other person, that's their fault. You can't keep being responsible on how somebody else um, takes honesty and the truth. Because most likely that person lives within a mask. And they don't like the truth. They don't like honesty. Ace of Swords. I guess that's the truth. They don't like the truth. They like to defend their feelings and emotions instead of accept them. And some of you are healing more where you're starting to accept your feelings and emotions and stop defending them, which now you will start to see that it causes more obstacles and challenges within your own self. You're going to come from being hurt and wounded like a I'm still standing type of soldier. I've been hurt in love and war. I've been hurt by the energy that I put into a situation or a conversation or a fight or argument, right? But even though it hurt and wounded me, I bandaged myself up and I'm still standing, right? So either you're still trying to stand up for that situation or that person, or you're realizing as a Nine of Wands that you need to tell yourself the truth. Reflection. Queen of Pentacles. Even if this is you not feeling very great on a job and a certain education or whatever like that, an application or some type of information that you're going to come up on is going to be very good and it's going to move you forward very soon. So this can be a yes to a passport and or a visa. This also could be a yes to an interview or an application, and it's about to help to start this new moon cycle for you to um, new information. This person is going to come back around trying to offer you the same type of challenge, but you're going to tell them, I'm good. Nine of Pentacles. This person is going to have movement and come back to you very upset, okay, of the stillness that you have been, which means the separation, the no talking, the ghosts. You haven't been chasing them. They don't like the information that you're going to give them or say to them, as because you have been doing reflection on your own self. You're going to speak with more inner growth, more knowledge. You're going to be very relaxed. You're not going to be attached, what they say, obsessive. The same old draining type of energy that they probably left you in. You're not going to be that when this person tried to come back to you. They were hoping that you're still going to be this. But you're going to clear all of this. Okay? You're going to clear and get past all of this. Yeah, you're looking for your tribe. Unfortunately, you're realizing that this person is not your tribe. They're not a real friend. They're not very inspirational. Um, they only want to be attached to you when it's convenient for them. They also, Nine of Pentacles to Mr. Diablo here, they want you to be a person that is available, to stay single, but to be available for them as friends with benefits. That's their page offer. Knowing that you are, and they see you as a Queen of Pentacles. They know it. But because how they are in their own feelings, emotions, and actions, and the same type of story I described in the beginning, that a person acts the same way in every person that they meet, in every relationship, and every person that they date, they're always going to keep ending up like this because they won't walk, speak, and be the truth. Not only to the people that they're dealing with, but to their self. And this is why it's going to be hard for them to keep or to even um, receive a type of Queen of Pentacles or to even choose a Queen of Pentacles person if you're a masculine watching. They're going to keep being pages. That the most that they can offer is toxicity. Friends with benefits, street stuff, you know, um, lust, obsession, addictions. Excuse me, that's an omen. We got never end, yeah, see, never ending story in reverse. That never ending story, you're about to break that cycle. New moon. Mm-hmm. You are. Yep, loyal heart. You're about to break that cycle of being a loyal heart to this person, but they were not being it to you. Because you were their happy, happy. But the sun is already here too. Your happy, happy is going to be the new gift that you're about to experience and have within yourself. Okay? The way you feel, the way you look at yourself, the way you move, the way you think, the way now it's a gift to yourself on how you want to accept your emotions, understand them, reflect. Um, Things now that you also want to plan, invest in, and build even stronger. Not only your material surroundings, but how you are looked at as a person and how you move as a person, right? A lot of you are changing that immediately, and this person was not expecting you to revert back to that because they thought that they had you hooked. Okay? A lot of people get tied up into that. They may know after a while they're in a third party and they keep dealing with it. But then after a while, some people say, you know what? I'm too good for this. I don't want to do it anymore. The fun is gone, you know? But then you got some people that are so unfortunately desperate because they don't reflect on their own feelings and emotions. Okay? Those are those surface level people. Those are those people that wear masks, and you will never know those true people. If that is you, you are learning who you are. You're learning your true self. The Sun card again in reverse. The Ladybug. The Phoenix rising in reverse. And the Snake. Okay, we are in a year of the snake, so I'm not going to fuss about that. But out of all these cards, why did that have to come out? And it's coming out because of the deception. Whether you're deceiving yourself or whether you keep allowing somebody to deceive you. You pick and choose. Jealousy and envy also could be from friends and or family, co-workers. Betrayal, backstabbing, toxic, just like I said. Silent treatment, that's what you're in right now, or just what this other person is doing, because they can't get their way. Seduction and sexuality. It's time for you, the Phoenix rising, to rise above this. Okay. Your rebirth, I already said transformation 30 minutes ago. Heeding the call, renewal, destruction. It has to be destruction in order to create again. Okay. Which is the rebuilding that I talked about. Whether it's your feelings and emotions, your heart, your material, your jobs, your income, whatever the case may be. Because you're surrendering, but you're not surrendering to them or for them. You're surrendering for yourself, which is a way of saying you're accepting your emotions, you're understanding them, you're dealing with them, you're clearing and you're purging, and you're about to have the start of this new fundamental change so that this enchanting gift can happen. Okay? Which is your wishes coming true. And that's going to be the gift. Now, for some of you, the gift can be you will have more leisure time, depending on what your job and or career is. Um, gift can be somebody will come into your life and see you as a king or a queen of pentacles. Um, Also can be change in communication. The change in the communication is that somebody here is going to say they're not happy. And the reason that they're not happy, remember I said negotiate earlier? Debate. I said all these words. Discuss. Somebody is still flighty, nervous. ADHD. Text, call, contact. Communicate. That's going to be the Mercury energy. And again, like I said earlier, by Mars being in third house, which is a Mercury house, but Mercury don't go retrograde until March. It's gonna move from Capricorn to Aquarius to Pisces very quickly. I guess between now and March the 15th. Okay? So, but it will be retrograde. So when Mercury goes to Pisces, it's in Capricorn right now, so it's got to move to Aquarius, okay? Once it moved to Aquarius, it's going to move into Pisces by March, before March the 15th, but it's also going to go retrograde on March the 15th. So in between that time and period is when your person may be able to explain to you why they're not happy, or you explain to them, because now you have the Chariot. Somebody's going to move on regardless. The point is, are you going to move on with this person, or are you going to move on by yourself? I really feel that you're going to move on by yourself, because you rather be happy and be ready for more abundant, like, prosperity and gifts to come into your life, because you're not trying to go back to deception. You already know it's there, whether it's a job that is deceiving you, co-workers, um the job itself is not the job description that you were hired for. They're making you do this and do that, but you're not getting paid for it. Whatever this is, a relationship. um you also got some relationships where moms are jealous of their children, especially if she's a daughter. So it's all type of these type of relationships here, where this could be anything. But I don't see you letting something resurrect that was backstabbing you. Okay? And this is why this is going to be your new moon starting the next 30 days toward things that you're about to go with the flow of and moving towards your happy. Now, I do want to put something on this because you got the Ace of Swords, which is a yes. But if you're having some type of communication, negotiation, um, a conversation, I don't know if this is going to be an interview or what the case is going to be because the sun is in a no. So I want to see if this is an interview or something for you. Some of you are really looking for something very peaceful and calm. Somebody with maturity. Knowing and being a lot more wise in your decision making. Postponement. I'm trying to see if... Okay, well, the no card is in the reverse. So that will be a yes. I don't know if it's going to be a yes for some of you, if it's going to be a yes to like a job interview, a Zoom call, a business idea. Why is this here? Let me see. The Magician. Make sure you know what you're talking about if you're going to a job interview or having to communicate. Because the company may want to see what you know. And it's going to be a yes. Okay? So the next 8 days, 8 weeks, you're going to have the movement and the transformation. And it's a yes. Okay? So if you have an interview or some type of communication where you need to get back with somebody, whether it's through internet, computer, letter, face to face, make sure you know what you're talking about when you're doing this interview um, and applying for this job. They're going to want you to go to work very quickly. Could be the next day, within or under 8 days, you're going to be walking into the building here. Okay? I feel that you're going to strive very good. You're going to have great feedback. A lot of people are going to like you. 6 of Wands. Um, you're going to also meet and see a lot of different people here. But I don't know, what could this 5 of Cups be? Because it may not be everything that you think it may be. The player in reverse. This person is not going to be happy because you're moving on. Oh, you're going to gain a secret admirer. So, whatever you're about to move into next is going to be more successful dating. You're going to be getting out more this spring and summer. Um, just always still play chess, not checkers. Don't never stop being strategic. And don't stop planning. Okay? Don't stop planning. Continue to plan because, and not only for the present moment, but you can plan some for your future. Okay? Because you want to stay in the present moment. The future is not here. Spiritual awakening. And yeah, her. Divine feminine. Like I said, you are coming. If you're a divine feminine, you have been coming and going through your spiritual awakening anyway. And your realization is that you're coming more into your divine feminine energy. Um, some of you also will start to have a crush on somebody, you, a new person, and you may also develop a secret admirer, a new one, okay, that has went through some type of spiritual awakening and going to see you for who you are, okay. Also, Nine of Cups. But remember, you're not going to move until this person is truly going to give you a Ace of Cups. Until then, you stay strategic and you sit there. You sit there in your own happiness. Oh, and yeah. Well, that's a cliffhanger. All right, y'all. That's it for tonight. I will see y'all tomorrow. Um, And if I need to, I'll make up some highlights of tonight's reading. If I went too fast, make sure you always go back and look at it. Also, look at the other videos that may relate to tonight's video in my community tab. Like I said, I did those readings and around this time of the month in 2020 and 2021. Um, one of the videos was called Acknowledgement, and the other video um I forgot what the title was, but just make sure you go and check my community tab, take a look at them, and let me know how you felt about them in tomorrow's read. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you hit the subscribe button because I always go live. I never upload, so you want to make sure that you're able to participate in the live reading, okay? Thank y'all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.